His hands hadn't shaken in 23 years. Not in crowded subways. Not when putting 3 rounds through a cartel boss at 50 meters. Not even when the agency burned him and left him for dead. But tonight, his hands were shaking. Because the contract on the table had only one name, Elena Vos. The only woman he ever loved. And she already knew he was coming. 5 years ago, Marcus Hale walked away from the life. They called him the architect because every kill was perfect. Clean, untraceable, flawless. He traded silencers for silence. He lived in a remote cabin with no phone, no internet, just bourbon, books, and the ghosts he tried to bury. He tended a small garden like it could somehow wash the blood off his soul. Then one day an envelope arrived with no return address. Inside was a black card with a secret number only a handful of people on Earth should know, and a single photo of Elena taken yesterday. She was still beautiful, still carrying that dangerous grace. The offer was $15 million. Half now, half on confirmation of death. He stared at her photo for 43 minutes straight. Then he did something he hadn't done since the day he left her. He cried. 10 years earlier in Marrakesh, he had been sent to kill her client and then her. She was moving stolen art for dangerous people. But when their eyes met across that crowded souk, everything changed. They stole 3 weeks together, nights in Paris, sunsets in Santorini, and a tiny apartment in Lisbon where they whispered about futures they both knew were impossible. When the agency discovered the relationship, they gave him a simple choice: kill her or they would kill them both. Instead, Marcus faked her death. A burned car, a body that wasn't hers. He told her to disappear forever and never contact him again. She never forgave him for choosing her life over their life together. He took the contract. Not for the money, but because if he didn't accept it, someone far worse would come for her. For 3 days he tracked her to Vienna. She wasn't hiding. She was waiting. At 2:17 in the morning he picked the lock on her apartment above an old closed bookshop. The place was empty except for a bottle of the exact bourbon they used to drink in Lisbon and a handwritten note. The note read, "Marcus, if you're reading this, you still love me. Come find me. But know this, I'm not the woman you left behind. This time, only one of us walks away. E." Every room had traps waiting. She had been preparing for this meeting much longer than he had. She stepped out of the shadows calm and unafraid. "You're late, architect," she said. "I expected you 3 days ago." He answered that he needed time to decide if he could actually pull the trigger on her. She looked him in the eyes and asked simply, "Can you?" Then she told him the truth. The agency didn't send the contract. A powerful shadow consortium did, because she had spent the last 5 years gathering evidence that could destroy them and topple governments. She had requested Marcus specifically. Only the man who once chose to save her could she trust with this final fight. "I don't want your protection," she told him. "I want your gun one last time. After that you can kill me, or you can finally choose us." A team came for them in the middle of the night. Gunfire tore through the rooms. Glass shattered. In the chaos they fought back to back like the old days, protecting each other without thinking. When the last attacker fell, the room went silent except for their breathing and the rain hammering against the windows. In that silence Marcus made his choice. He burned the contract in an ashtray. He called the number on the black card and told them that both the architect and Elena Vos were dead. 2 ghosts walking away from the wreckage. As they drove into the mountains at dawn she asked him quietly, "Do you regret saving me all those years ago?" He looked at her and answered, "Every single day. But I would do it again, and again, and again." Some contracts were never meant to be fulfilled. If this story kept you hooked until the end, please hit the like button. Let me know in the comments, did you see the ending coming? Subscribe for more dark thriller stories and impossible choices. Next week we have the wife who hired her own killer. Until then, sleep with one eye open. You never know who's holding the contract.